y'all, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that are new, I'm Kayla and this is my kitchen. For those of you that are returning, hey, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how to make rice super quick, super easy, no worries, no having to put it on the stove. It's way cheaper than having to do instant rice. So let's get started. What we're going to need is just a bag of rice. We'll need a measuring scoop. We're gonna measure out 1 cup of rice. Now, some people like to rinse their rice before using it. I don't, that's personal preference. If you do, just measure out 1 cup of rice and go ahead and rinse it off and then put it in your pressure cooker. Then we're gonna add 1 1/4 cup of water. Now you can use like broth if you wanted a little bit more savory. I like to add chicken broth to it just to give some more depth of flavor to it. We'll give it a nice stir, get it all smoothed out. We don't want any piles of rice hanging out in there. We'll go down to our Instant Pot. We'll turn it on. We're gonna cook it for 5 minutes, okay? So that's gonna go. We'll put our lid on. We'll make sure our valve is closed. And then we're just gonna let it do its thing. Now it's gonna cook for 5 minutes. And then when it beeps that it's done, we're gonna let it sit for 5 more minutes. That's all we have to do. Okay, so our timer has gone off. It has cooked for 5 minutes. Now we are going to let this sit and it'll switch to the keep warm and it'll start a timer and we'll let it sit for 5 minutes. We are not going to touch the lid, not going to touch it. Keep it sealed up for 5 minutes. All right, it's been 5 minutes. So now we're gonna open up our valve and let the steam come out. And once our pin drops, then we'll be able to open up the lid and look at that beautiful rice. All right, our pin dropped. So let's go ahead and open up our lid. Now remember, we're gonna open it up away from our face. That is super duper hot steam. And you do not want that kind of facial today. That's a whole nother problem. All right, let's get in there and see our beautiful rice. I'm gonna take my spoon and kind of stir it up a little bit. Now I like to get some butter and salt and put in here. What do you like on your rice? Do you like eating it plain? Do you like butter and salt on yours? What do you like to put on your rice? But that's quick and easy. We didn't have to use the stove. We didn't have to remember any time frames on the stove. Just popped it in, turned it on, and let it do its thing. And this is ready for dinner.